Welcome back to the Sturgian Mercenaries, you beautiful people. And we just managed to ambush 2 enemy lords. There wasn't too many of them, and they decided to chase off to some bandits, get themselves cornered in the side of the map. And we get to start this episode off with a couple executions. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that they only have 3 lords anyway. And, well, if that's the case, that's 2/3 of their army just gone. Now, we want to take Baltakahan back, but defense-wise, you're going to show me? There we go. 523 defenders, and the garrison is 257, which is actually mental, and then also got one of the lords in there. So I think this is the most heavily defended castle we have come across so far. So, naturally, we are going to besiege it, but I have a plan. So, one of our guys is a pretty decent engineer. Okay, tell a lie, there's another lord there. So, with that engineering, what we're going to do is we're going to make trebuchets. And I want to put a whole bunch of breaches into these castle walls. Partly because I want to see how well it works. And secondly, if we can flood in, this is ours extremely quickly. And it looks like we also have the flame variants as well, of the Mangladales and the Ballista. That's quite fun, actually. Now, question is, can we build these before those ballistas can destroy them? Because obviously if the ballistas can just continuously destroy them before the next one gets built, then all of a sudden they are not going to be super worthwhile. But we've taken one ballista down. Now the other ballista got built fairly quickly, and we're already attacking the walls. I'm going with it. Might not be the most effective strategy, but we are attacking their walls now. And if those walls go down, well, then we're going to be in a super sweet situation to charge in. And also, the trebuchets will carry on firing once the siege actually begins. So I think I'll stay here and just shell this place apart for a while, and then we'll go back in. Okay, this is what I'd consider less than ideal. So as you notice, we're down to 187. It's just like, how does that happen? They have managed to kill each and every single one of our troops. So now we're just left with companions. So I'm taking it that, well, companions can't get knocked out by siege equipment. And if that's the case, well, we win. And who's that in the background? Is that Chive? Oh, actually we've got 2 lords there. We've got Bjorn. You're going to say who you are? Yeah, there's Timotus and Chive. But it seems like we have stopped a massive amount of trade in this area. There is a Sweetle getting through, and slowly we are getting ahead of the ballistas. It's taken a while, and I think it's safe to say that we're starting to run out of money. We've got half the amount left now, but I am determined to breach these walls. First wall is breached, and all of a sudden, I think our engineer must have gone up a whole bunch of levels, because we're actually hitting stuff with the trebuchets now, and we've pulled ahead. Took a little while, and we've also got siege engines here. So let's go in. And I think, so we built the battering ram just in case ye old trebuchets would fail. Now they didn't fail. They done very, very well at the expense of a lot of troops. So we are going to have to go and recruit a bunch more, so then we can get more companions. But at least we now know that we got 187 companions, which is actually incredibly broken. And with this, I think it's just a matter of an auto-deploy and begin assault. Do we need the battering ram? I'm going to say absolutely not. Now, look at the power scale difference now. They have a Sweetle left. I think we actually killed off like 200 of them just in that siege. Now, obviously, we lost a lot of troops as well, so it's not like it was a costless victory. That actually hurt us quite a lot. But, as we know, you cannot mess with our troops in infantry formations. Like, that kill feed is going nuts. I'm readying on the archers. which pretty much just means the fight's already over. The archers aren't firing in, which would have been their only hope, and between the large shields, me distracting that, and we're up the walls, and we're pretty much against militia peasants. We did have to start selling some of the lords off that our lords had captured, which is a bit of a shame, so there's going to be some rebels running around for a while. I would have preferred to execute them if we had the chance, but we had run out of money. I think we're down to like 20k. But very, very quick castle to take, but the most expensive castle we've taken so far. So note to self, don't use trebuchets. And unfortunately, due to there being like sweeter enemies, because, well, trebuchets, and no one actually got a massive amount of kills, which is a bit of a shame. So yeah, we're down to 8,584, which really isn't much. So we'll take all of this, then we're going to smelt what we can, and then sell everything else off. Show mercy, because, well, we need the town to be prosperous. And what we do need to do is go to the keep. No, we don't. What we need to do is manage town. Then select a governor, and we're looking for someone that has the end of their name as golden. It would seem that we don't have another golden with us, which obviously is a little bit less than ideal, but a whole bunch of trading there, so hopefully that does something for the town. So we are going to have to go and ideally recruit someone to put into there, because what we don't want is them to turn on us again. Now what I am thinking is we head back to Sturgian territory to pick up some more Sturgian troops, so that we can make some more heavy horse. I think we're done with archers. I think we've got enough archers. I think we have enough foot infantry. Now it is time to get some horse. So, well, we can take a bigger open battles. That's going to be very advantageous for us. We have managed to track the Crusade down to their last fortress. So up here in the hills. We've gone around and tried to recruit all of the Sturgian troops that we could. And yeah, a lot of them were garbage, so it took considerably longer than I thought it would, to the point that the Aserai managed to take back that city up there, which is the one that we wanted. Now, at the moment, to be honest, I'd rather just have the extra troops. That city's going to be nice, but those companions are going to make taking that city when we need it a lot easier. And in hindsight, just realised we didn't build a battering ram. So I guess we figure out how this goes. And we've also got new armour. So we've got this bear armour that gives us better armour protection than what the white bear armour gave us. And also protects our old noggin as well. Is it going to be exceptional? Probably not. But I think it is a decent look, seeing as we've pretty much gone for like almost like a Grim Reaper look. So why not? Let's just carry that on. I did like the contrast of the white and the black, but right now, kind of like a furry death demon, which isn't a bad look. And what is not bad for us as well, they have not got to their walls quick enough. Yeah, so that's all their troops coming in now, which should have been guarding the gatehouse. They are going to try to come up here. Now, thinking if I can get myself into the right position, and we've also got a Thane up here with us, cool. Yeah, we should be able to hold this bit pretty nicely and begin trying to drive them back off the wall. And we don't need to hold for long until our troops are up here. And once our troops are up here, this is going to go very, very well for us quite quickly. And so the way it normally works is they all group around you and then hit you till you die, right? Pretty standard tactic. But yes, they get more troops coming in than us, and there's more of them than us on this wall. It doesn't really matter if our troops are continuously coming up and reinforcing the ones in the front, because then, well, it's even numbers. And when it's even numbers, it's quality over quantity. And, well, I don't think you're going to find many better foot infantry in this game than our companions. As for what's happening on the other wall, not a clue. And probably should have hit him whilst he was hitting us. But looking at that kill feed and the numbers at the top, I don't have high expectations. Now they have taken out a couple of our infantry, but I think that is more down to the ballistas than actually them doing anything. Oh! That being said, GNU got taken out by an archer. Was not expecting that. I thought... Well, to be fair, if there's enough archers shooting at you, it doesn't really matter how heavy your armor is. You are going down. And with going down, this is our castle. 30 knocked out, 7 level ups, which is quite nice. Yeah, that was alright. Khuzait's last stand, a little bit anticlimactic, but then that's the way with these games. By the time you've pushed them that far back, they don't really have that much left. Or they've rather got a very bad strategy, because defending one fortress isn't going to do you too much good. Now, as for their loot, nothing at all. So leave that for our troops. That's 15,025 XP. We will show mercy because we are kind lords. And all we need to do now is just try to pick up the last of the Khuzait lords. And that is them pretty much wiped. With that, I think we go after ye old purpley guys, whom are the Northern Empire. So once we've finished off the Khuzait, we'll go after the Northern Empire. They don't have too much in the way of holdings, but it's also going to put us in a very good situation to start trying to fight the Southern Empire, who I imagine very soon are going to be at war with the Aserai. And once they're distracted in the south, we can push down from the north towards the south and make a very, very nice kingdom, I think would be the word. I'm not sure why the Lake Rats thought with 25 people they'd be able to take a castle and nothing would happen to them. So yes, we're at war. And we'll just send troops on this 25. That also means we're going to be able to level up a whole bunch more people. One person knocks out, that is not bad at all, and you're my prisoner. And therefore, once again, I require your head. But this might actually be the last of the Lake Rats. Well, it would appear that it's not. That is a shame. Okay, so we're running back to relieve the siege, but it looks like Timotheus has managed to get in there before us. So I think we'll go up to him and then see if he's got the enemy lord. And if he has the enemy lord, well, then we should be able to chop their head off. And I believe, maybe and possibly, that is the Khuzait done. And yeah, he did have the enemy lord. So Harungad. And you die. Okay, we must leave now. And well, it hasn't said the Khuzait have been destroyed yet. And this should be the last of Lake Rats. Literally couldn't even get to the next town. And we still got all the pop-ups going. Decided to stop until all the pop-ups had passed, because I imagine that is less than fun. And hoping that this is it. We might have a couple lords, like taken prisoner. That could be why they're not getting wiped. But there is not much left. Not much left at all. Actually, before we do that, let's level these guys up. And let's kill this Lake Rat. Right, with that, the Lake Rats still are in existence, which is annoying. So let's go around our towns and see if we've got any prisoners. Thinking a preemptive attack might not be a bad strategy against the Northern Empire. And we have just found 2 of their lords. So I'm Yuri Ironside, and I'm here to deliver my demands, offer you 1 chance to surrender. And just like that, that is going to be 2 lords of the Northern Empire wiped out. And I am not expecting them to have all that many lords, if I'm being honest. And you kind of look important. You have a crown. And you don't look so important. But details. That is 2 of their lords already at the picture. And execute the first one. And then kill the second. That is a little bit sneaky on our part. So, not obviously game changing, but just having 2 of your lords wiped out before you even knew there was a war going on is going to be somewhat brutal. And let's go take Mezea Castle. 472 defenders. Annoyingly, the Khuzait have decided to go and try to take their castle back from us whilst we're on the siege here. So we're going to have to hopefully try and take this over, recruit as many troops as we can in the local area, chuck them into the garrison, hope that that deters any would-be lords from taking it back from us, and then hunt down the last of the Khuzait once again. Kind of the reason why we wanted the Khuzait wiped out before we decided to move again. But then the other side is, well, I am not going to spend like episodes just chasing down one lord. It is not going to be long until we're just, well, so well established that it won't matter that there are Khuzaits in the rear lines. And to be fair, I think it's going to be more fun trying this army out soon in a big old pitched battle against some of the best heavy infantry in the game, which go to, well, the Empire's just consistently fantastic legionnaires. And, well, soon as we've got the battering ram, these walls should be pretty easy to take. But for an outlet, these castles are a lot more impressive than what the Khuzait or the Battanians had. And they have a lot of defenders up here. So, standard procedure, let's go to try to create a breach and then get through. If you attack down, thank you very much. We're getting anything? No, not really, and we're also getting hit and people are now behind us. Cool. There we go, finally. That took an uncomfortably long amount of time. And once again, we're stuck on ladder. Cool. Soon as we're here, we can't really do too much. Okay, shield up and see if we can't push out. Cool. Amazing. We'll go this way, take any of these archers out that are in here, and then go down and try to help the breach. That wasn't great. I'm just throwing that one out there. And we're also using one-handed at the moment, just because we need to get it leveled up, because I think it's only like level 100 or something, which isn't fantastic, has to be said. And as you can see, little peasants are able to swing faster than us. And this doesn't have much reach. But driven them off here, so I'll call that a win, and that means no blisters shooting down at us. Well, I said that. Let's go out onto the wall. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there. Looks like we've taken it. That is impressive. I didn't expect our troops to be able to get through that. I thought they were just going to kind of get stuck there and just get chomped apart. But no. Proved me wrong once again, which I'm absolutely fine with. And they have their fancy boy horse archers. I would go for the Palatine Guard over them personally, but their horse archers are actually like ridiculously good. And they're very well armed and armoured. Don't get the most amount of kills though. Palatine Guards. Yeah, again, like I said, that's what I choose. Fantastic archers. Battering rams there, so not long until this is ours. Into the next set of towers. I believe they've got blisters on top. Well, I know they got blisters on top. We saw them. But we have sweet all in the way of health. So if this guy actually manages to get hit off, we're probably dead. And one day I will learn how the blocking mechanic in this game works. It just proper confuses me. I liked to have the on Warband when you just had the auto blocker. So as they went to throw an attack, that's just when you tapped your block button and then it auto lined up. Unless I got in this and I'm just an absolute moron who doesn't quite understand how to make it work. Which, just throwing out there, that's a pretty a real possibility. Take these guys. Don't have too much to worry about there. I mean, a very well defended castle. If we didn't have the army that we had, this would have taken considerably more. And I still throwing out that I don't think our troops should have been able to get through that breach. I'm really happy that they did, that is for sure. But then we also created, I suppose we had like the shorter axes and then the axes to hit over the top, which when you put it like that, yeah, probably should have worked out as well as it did. Even though it's taken us a long time to get here. Yeah, was expecting that. It's just like, yeah, we can take like 100 people with no HP. Just feel like, no you can't. Just, well, we'll give it a go. That, though, is a quagmire of a fight. But calling that ours now, we did recruit a whole bunch of line breakers. A lot of them have now been able to be leveled up into heroic line breakers. And I'm kind of hoping, yeah, there we go. Fantastic infantry. So long as they don't get caught out in the open by archers. Now, thinking we do need a new governor. So let's go make one of them. So he'll have medic, stewardship, trade's probably going to help, leadership's going to help. Actually, I'll tell you what. Okay, no, we can't click that many. So we can take, what, 5? That is ridiculously broken. But yeah, we'll take those 5, put that onto him, and who's that? That's the strong. Cool. And then Scarlet, you train for combat. Aganata the Wanderer, 8 kills. That is impressive. That's actually really good. Ben looks like he must have been hit by a harpoon. Drop Bear got 1 with a bow. Gnu got 1 and then got knocked out. And Terra got knocked out as well, so must got picked off by archers. This might be amazing for us. If we can persuade all of the Northern Lords to go into here. So we have 2 there, but I don't really want to go off and chase him in case the other 2 come out in the meantime. I think we lay siege to Saratus Castle. There's 2 lords in there, so obviously that is going to be awesome for us. And they're also besieging other castles. Wait, isn't that the city? Yes. Yes, that'll be the city they're sieging over there. Not a problem. We can go in here, go back, and from how the Empire looks, they don't seem to be in too great a shape. So I reckon we should be able to take whatever army they have there in a good old-fashioned field battle. And once again, it looks like we managed to get up the wall before their actual defenders got into position. Yeah, having these infantry that are just so like crazy quick is just causing them so many problems in sieges. Because, well, if you can get up the walls before they can, and you have better troops, well, you just end up just using the walls against them. But that being said, it would help if I could actually hit these people. You're going to die. Yes, cool. Let's try to create the breach here. They do have archers in the back that are just peppering up, which is a little bit unpleasant, has to be said. But if we can just hide behind their troops, they shouldn't be able to hit us. Well, that's the theory anyway. Battering Ram looks like it is close enough now that we don't need to worry too much about the Mangladels, but it does mean that those Mangladels now are going to start aiming for our archers. They got a couple, but nothing that will save this castle, that's for sure. But actually, that being said, our combat power is going down a lot quicker than theirs, which is a bit concerning. We didn't really have a massive time to wait in between the fights either. I'm down. Maybe we got a little bit carried away on this one. Yeah, a lot of the guys just aren't healed up from the last fight. We came in with about 70 odd HP. I'm hoping that once that gatehouse falls, then it'll be a different kettle of fish. And one day, the AI will learn how to use ladders properly, and that'll be a little bit better. Sturgian Heroic Linebreaker. Let's see if we can find a hero and follow them around for a bit. That was a suggestion that we saw, and we are going to do that. If we can find one, but it looks like it is pretty much all enemy troops. So found some of our guys, but yeah, you can't really see what's happening to them. And like a clockwork, my recording decided to cut out partway through the siege, which is a little bit annoying. And yeah, not liking how close this attack was. I think we know what went wrong. What went wrong is companions have to be at full health if you're sending them in. And yeah, man, Thanes. Was that like 4 that we've just seen? 5? Come on, make it 6. Someone else got it. But yeah, Thanes in close combat. Actually insane. They start with like 220 in two-handed, which is just Awesome. Yeah, I don't want to think how this siege would have gone if we had lost that battering ram. Because they're still holding on this side. On the wall that we went up, they're still holding, which is not great. But I'm going to throw it out there. This one is now ours. 5 more heroes, though. Not something I'm going to complain about. I think we turn one into another lord. So Sturgian Horse Champion, the Hammer. Let's give him medical, stewardship, leadership, and let's go with tactics. Sounds good to me. And then everyone else, train for combat. I'll be interested to see how many people beat, like how many kills I got. So, achieved the grand total of 15. Brother O'Dale got 11. The Ranger got 9. Ryland got 11 in close combat. That is awesome. But yeah, across the board, it's mainly 1, 2s and up to about 4s. We've got a couple 6s spread in, and then the numbers I point out. Yeah, everyone just took a spanking in that fight, and we lost 15 troops as well. 6 Sturgian heroic line breakers. That is actually pretty painful. But what is painful for the Northern Empire is we're about to behead 2 of their lords. So I think that takes us up to 5 because we managed to ambush like 1 lord that was trying to raid our village with like 20 troops. So it's just like, yeah, you have to die now. And you also have to die. And you have to die as well. And I'm not sure who this is, but they were in the prison as well, so we'll just chop their heads off as well. And the Hammer has now been changed to Cole, the leader. And let's get him to set up an army. Do we give him any troops is the question. We aren't in a good situation ourselves. So the answer to that is no. We don't give him any troops. We babysit him for a little bit until he gets up to about 20 because there is a lord over there with 15 troops. And then hope that he can do that quickly enough for us to go down and lift the siege of our town. Wasn't expecting to catch this lord, so we were just heading back down to the town to obviously lift the siege. And they've only got 34 troops. So they should have been considerably quicker than us. But they literally turned around to fight us. Or maybe some very bad micro. And well, yeah, just ended up right on us. So, you guys die? Really not quite sure what happened there. That's super stupid. The most costly mistake you've ever made. Now, we took their rubbishy troops as well for the simple reason that we can give them to our other lord. Now, are they amazing troops? No. Are they going to be super useful? No. But if we can just pad out his numbers a little bit, he's going to be less likely to get picked off. As soon as he already wants to go after villages and that, I think he's going to be in the habit of fighting a lot of things that he doesn't need to. Yeah, again, we're fine with that. But we just got to give him troops to do it. Change of plan, we're not going to the town. We were going to, but then there's 2 more lords over here. And a castle. Which means that we can lay siege to this and take a castle and wipe out 2 more lords. Which I'm personally throwing out there, to me sounds pretty good. And what do we have around here? We got Timotus is already around. It looks like Bjorn's already gone down and lifted the siege. Absolute powerhouse. Chives over there. And then we've got a new lord, Carl, running around somewhere. Oh, Carl's over here. Awesome. Yeah, the Northern Empire is just getting torn apart super, super quickly. But with that, I do need to bring the episode to the end. So thank you very much for watching the Sturgian Companion Mercenaries. I'll be Conzi. All you likes, comments, sub, support being amazing. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you on the next one.